Hi, my name is Mr. Dobson and I'm Curricular Area Leader for Design Technology here at Post16 Grammar School. Myself and Mr. Jones have just put together this presentation to give you a brief overview of the Product Design A-Level course, how it's going to be assessed and the basic course outline. So, students quite often continue to study design technology at A-level due to the fact that they've really enjoyed their GCSE that they took and opted in year 10s and 11s. The product design course allows you to access the A-level from any of the GCSE suites at GCSE, so whether you've done the timbers specialism, the papers and boards, the metals, the electronics, or you've done product design at GCSE, all of those courses lead nicely into our A-level product design course. Normally, we'd ask students that they've achieved at least a level 5 in their GCSEs to be able to access the course content and have those basic foundation skills to continue studying A-level. So, how is the A-level Design Technology Product Design course assessed? As you can see from the slide here, it's made up of two components. First component is the Principles of Design and Technology. That's a written exam, and Mr. Jones will tell you a bit more about that on the next slide. I actually teach component 2 as part of the A-level course, and that's your design and make tasks. So again, in year 12, we tend to do a series of mini projects, building up your skills in designing, drawing techniques, CAD work, all the way through the manufacturing of products to a finished prototype and then evaluating those. As you can see, the design and make task that we start at the end of year 12, that runs all the way through year 13, is again worth 50% of the qualification, so it's worth 120 marks in total, and it's made up of a very similar mark scheme to the mark scheme at GCSE. So you can see at the bottom of the page there, you've got part 1 here, which is identifying opportunities for design, so that's more your research tasks. Then there's part 2 of that is actually your design work and coming up with your prototype initial ideas. Part 3 of your NEA is actually manufacturing and making your finished prototype, and then part 4, evaluating your own design prototype.
Hi there, it's Mr. Jones here. I am the other half of the product design team at Post16 Grammar School. I just want to talk to you about 50% of the qualification, which is the written examination. Now, the exam is 2.5 hours long and is worth 120 marks. We spend 50% of the time at Post16 Grammar School studying with me. So the qualification is broken down into 12 units. Unit 1, okay, is looking at materials, and that will cover timbers, metals, polymers, papers and boards, and smart materials, and it will really build on all that knowledge at GCSE you've got on materials, looking further in depth at how materials are processed, how they are made, and their advantages, disadvantages and properties. Unit 2, performance characteristics, is properties, looking at hardness through to toughness, all the way to conductivity of materials. And again, really building on that foundation from GCSE. Unit 3, further processes and techniques, looks at a range of techniques from all the materials above. So perhaps we might look at plastic extrusion, to casting metals, all the way to hot foil blocking and printing papers and boards. Digital technologies, Unit 4, looks at the most modern and efficient manufacturing processes from 5-axis CNC machines all the way to 3D printers. Unit 5 looks at designers. Okay, so we'll look at designers from the start of the Industrial Revolution all the way to the present day. Unit 6 will look at the effect of technological developments on the economy and on society. Look at the benefits and the disadvantages of that. Unit 7 is all about health and safety. It looks at the laws and regulations surrounding materials handling, and also the rights and responsibilities of workers and employees. Unit 8 is about advanced manufacturing. We'll learn about product throughput and workflow on factory floors, and it really is about management, managing the flow of people and work. It's great for graduate jobs, those looking at getting jobs in advanced manufacturing. This is a great unit. Unit 9 is all about sustainability. We cover the circular economy and reducing the environmental impact of production and consumption. Personally, I think this is a really interesting unit, Unit 9, very interesting. Unit 10, current legislation, looks at, surrounds the safe designing and testing of products and making sure that consumers and designers are protected. Unit 11 is all about the management of projects and budgets. Okay, it asks the question, is the project worthwhile? So looking at the economic benefit as well as the human benefit of projects. And Unit 12 is again all about management strategies. So those looking at graduate jobs, really interesting unit to look at there, really getting into depth of how people are managed, how innovation is managed, and how projects are controlled from design right the way through to testing at the end. Really is an absolutely engaging course, the A-level theory, and absolutely brilliant for those looking at graduate jobs after, a brilliant thing to have on your CV. So it's been Mr. Jones, thank you for listening.
Here at Penistone Grammar School, we have chosen the EdXL Product Design A-Level specification. We use that primarily because we teach the EdXL GCSE spec at Key Stage 4, and obviously that's a natural progression for our students to go on to study A-Level Product Design. However, if you've studied AQA at other centres, the qualification will be absolutely fine, so I wouldn't worry anything about that at all. You can see we tend to use two different textbooks, both endorsed by EdXL and produced by their publishing company Pearson's. Again, as part of the course, we do offer an electronic version of both these textbooks, so you always have access to the digital copies both at school or at home.
Hi again, it's Mr. Jones here just to look at complementary courses you can run along product design and also destination you might want to consider after you've finished your A-level with us at Penistone. So first of all, let's look at product design degree. You may wish to study business studies, art and design and computing along with product design and go into product design. Lots of career options there after you've done your degree. You may wish to go into engineering, in which case maths, physics and further maths will be really suitable options to study with product design. Or perhaps you're interested in architecture. Looking at art and design, IT and business studies are great opportunities to practice those skills you'll need for your degree. Let's have a look at some career choices. So after you've done an A-level, you may go on to do a degree, you may go on to do an apprentice, but all that is aimed at nailing yourself down a really good career, a lifelong career hopefully. That might be a CAD technician, in which case you'll work in industries, small, independent local industries, or you might work on huge manufacturing products and engineering projects around the world, just depending on what sort of product design degree or engineering degree you do. You may go into automotive design, be an architect, be a graphic designer, furniture design, product manager as well as a product designer, quality control engineer. The list really is huge. There's lots and lots of career options for those that want to stay on and study at Sheffield Hallam University and all the other brilliant universities that do offer product design. Thank you for listening.
I chose A-level product design because I really enjoyed it at GCSE and I think I want to go into some course with design at uni. I enjoy the actual designing aspect of the course, especially the drawing aspect. The other subjects I do is business, which is very complementary to design, which is why I took it, and after my A-levels I'm hoping to go to university.
I enjoy DT at GCSE and I enjoy the making aspect of DT, and I also enjoy learning about the materials and systems that are involved with it. I also take maths, which is complementary to it because it's the whole engineering side of it, and I hope to go further and do it at uni.
I took A-level product design because I enjoyed graphics at GCSE and how I was able to make my own models of my own designs, and I would like to go into architecture at uni.
I took A-level product design because I enjoyed graphics at GCSE and I want to go on and do engineering at uni, and I've also took maths and I also enjoy the modelling aspect of product design.